Hi students, the subject name is EE8010 Power System Transients. Today we will learn the basic concept of Unit 2 switching transients. First we will discuss what is meant by capacitance switching. Capacitance switching is one of the most common switching events on utility systems. That means in this capacitance switching, the shunt capacitor banks plays an important role in power systems. In this shunt capacitors are connected between any one of the line and neutral or line and ground. In this shunt capacitors are common sides of each and every power systems. In this shunt capacitors are employed to correct a lagging power factor, or in some of the cases we have to provide the voltage support for the system. In the shunt capacitors, which we have to reduce the losses. So in the shunt capacitors are economical and generally trouble free means of accomplishing these goals. For alternating methods, we have to use rotating machines and electronics VAR compensators. In these methods we have much more costly compared to shunt capacitor banks. So in this method also very high maintenance. This is a single line diagram of capacitance switching. The capacitance is connected series with the electric switch, and next diagram denotes the normal circuit diagram of capacitance switching. We have to give a supply voltage V, and L is nothing but inductance, C is nothing but capacitor bank. In this circuit we have calculate the frequency of oscillation. F is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of LC. Next one is capacitance switching. In this capacitance switching, the largest potential difference between the contacts is 1.0 per unit. In each and every capacitance, the switching operation may be unsuccessful due to the ignition and restriking of switching during the opening condition. So when the switch interrupts, the capacitor is fully charged to the minimum position to the maximum voltage, and that particular condition, the current, the relative phase of current and voltage, since the current leads the voltage by 90 degree. When the switch will be open, the capacitor now isolated from the supply it will be charged. When the capacitor, and next condition, when the capacitor tries to retain its charge to the maximum, that means the voltage across the switch reaches the peak value of 2V, which is potentially dangerous of the circuit. This is a circuit waveform of capacitance switching with a restrike at a peak voltage. In this circuit we have considered a restrike takes place when the voltage reaches its peak value, and in this condition, during this instant, the capacitor voltage subjected to the oscillation due to this certain disturbances. So the frequency of oscillation F0 is equal to omega naught divided by 2 pi. Already we know that omega is equal to 2 pi f. So in this equation finally we get F0 is equal to omega naught divided by 2 pi. So finally the frequency of oscillation equal to 1 divided by 2 pi square root of LC. In this equation, L is nothing but inductance of the supply and C is nothing but capacitance of the bank. At a restriking current will be instantaneous voltage across the switch divided by the current switching surge impedances. And next we have to find the value of restriking current from the waveform. So restriking current is equal to 2 Vp divided by square root of L by C into sin omega t. We can rewritten as, so finally we get restriking current is equal to 2 into Vp square root of C by L into sin omega t. And the next important thing of capacitance switching with a restrike at a peak of voltage, in this condition, when the circuit breaker interrupts the current at point A, now consider this waveform at point A, the voltage across the capacitor is too high. That means approximately 3 times of the peak value. Peak value means is Vp. Okay, next the capacitance switching with multiple restrike. In this diagram, R2 represents the sequential restrike and C2 represents subsequent clearing. In this sequence is idealized and to some extent oversimplified. In this circuit, and some capacitance will exist on the source side of the circuit breaker, which will introduce the high frequency of disturbances. So when the multiple restrike occurs, it is possible for a voltage of 4 per unit to be developed across each switch at a point which is often overloaded. Okay, this is the Bain diagram of waveform of multiple restrike during the capacitance switching. Okay, next we are discuss ferroresonance. Ferroresonance is nothing but is a special kind of resonance that involves capacitance and ion core inductance. In this ferroresonance condition, we have considered the inductance and capacitance are connected in series, and we have to apply the voltage V. So in series circuit, voltage will be differ. So finally we get the voltage V is equal to VL plus VC. VL is nothing but voltage across the inductance, and VC is nothing but the voltage across the capacitance. In ferroresonance condition, voltage V is equal to VL plus VC. Now we have considered current as a reference. So voltage across the inductor leads the current in phase by 90 degree, and the capacitance voltage lags the current by the same account. So what is mean by ferroresonance? Ferroresonance is nothing but both VL and VC far exceed the total voltage V is called ferroresonance. There are basically two different characteristics. First one is nonlinear and second one is linear characteristics. This is the basic characteristics, linear and nonlinear. In nonlinear resonance between the unloaded transformer, magnetizing branch and a series capacitor. So it mainly occurs when distribution transformer fed from cables are switched one phases at a time. Especially a problem on ungrounded star delta transformers. And next important thing is linear characteristics may occur anytime on unloaded ion core coil is in series with a capacitor. This is the circuit of ferroresonance. Already I told inductance and capacitance are connected in series with supply voltage E. In this circuit, the voltage across the inductance will depends upon the frequency omega and the current through a function of f of I. So the voltage equation can be written as VL is equal to omega into f of I. F of I is nothing but function of current, and this voltage will leads the current by 90 degree. So the voltage across the capacitor is given by VC is equal to minus 1 by omega C. In this minus sign indicates the antiphase with VL and lags the current by 90 degree. So total voltage V is equal to VL plus VC. Substitute the values of VL and VC in voltage, total voltage equation. Finally we have to find the value of inductance across the voltage VL. VL is equal to V plus 1 by omega C. In that graph, the slope of the inclined line is given by tan alpha is equal to 1 by omega C. Okay, next diagram. Already I told omega L is equal to 1 by omega C. That means the resonance condition XL is equal to XC. So we have find the value of L is equal to 1 by omega square C. In this condition L is a variable here. Next, this is a waveform of voltage and current. Already I told in ferroresonance condition there are two characteristics, non-linear and linear characteristics. Now we have considered the linear characteristics. Compared to non-linear characters are ion glad inductance and also produces some effects. But in this condition we have considered a linear inductor. So in this graph, in the resonance condition, XL is equal to XC. And next, these are the example of ferroresonance condition. In this circuit, we have considered energize and de-energize of the primary of a transformer. So in this example, the switch is interconnected to the primary of a length of cable, and the switching device may be mounted at the top of a pole and a transformer on nearly at the ground level. Now consider one pole as a switch is closed, then the transformer is not energized, but there is a path for the flow of current through two of the remaining phase windings, and cable capacitance is also obtained at that two phases, and this current flowing is in the specified path can produces the resonance and impress the excessive voltage across the transformer and the cables on the unenergized phases. We have considered the possibility of ferroresonant over voltages on Y delta transformer in these banks during a single phase switching as a function of transformer size and length of the cable. These are the main example of ferroresonance condition. And next important topic is possible effects of ferroresonance. First one is over voltage, audible noise, overheating, sustained over voltage. It becomes arrestor, any lightning arresters or failure, flickers due to the erratic voltage, and final one is subharmonic voltages. For example, at 1/3 or 1/2 of normal frequency range. Okay, thank you.